Hello, everyone. Today I'll be presenting the application process for our Term Made Simple product. As a quick reminder, our Term Made Simple product is a level term life insurance product. It's simplified issue. There's no exams or blood work or anything like that involved in the application process. And we offer a point of sale underwriting decision right there on the screen for you. So without further ado, I'll jump into that process. To start with, the website is www.insuranceapplication.com. Once you're there, you'll look for the mobile application icon. Click on that. You'll then log in using your agent number issued by the company and the password you establish. So this is what the main menu looks like. From here to begin a new application, you hit the new application button. Select your agent number if you have more than one. And then select the product that you wish to write. In this case, we're doing a Term Made Simple. And then select your state. And the state in this case being where the applicant is, when the application is being completed. And after you select your state, you begin the application process. But to keep things simple and speed things along here, I'm going to pull up a completely filled in application and just kind of walk you through it real quickly. So our application today is going to be on a 35-year-old male, non-tobacco, for 20-year level term. All that information is going to be entered here on the initial screen, or what we call the quote screen. We're going to do a $75,000 death benefit. And we're also going to be adding our critical illness rider. It's offered in choice of 100%, 50%, or 25% of the death benefit. So whatever percentage you selected, that's the amount that we would pay out in the event of a covered illness. So for example, if you had a heart attack with this particular sale here, we would pay out $37,500 with the critical illness rider. I'll run the quote. So that sale is $31.95. If I'm happy with what I've done so far, I just click continue. If I want to requote, I just hit go back. I'm going to move forward with the continue button. You'll now be presented with the application questions. And for the sake of simplicity, I'm going to have them all answered no here and move on to the next screen. First thing it asks you here is for the payment method. And this one's going to be on bank draft. And I will point out that we've added a new process to help validate the bank account information. The sole goal being there to try and make sure that we cut down on the number of return bank drafts, due to some account number issue or a routing number issue. So if you click the validate button, it will check those numbers out. And good news here, we got a validation successful, so the account looks correct. Then we collect some other personal information, address, social security number, driver's license, salary information, doctor information, etc. Moving on down to the beneficiary designation. We have many choices, including all the family members, multiple beneficiaries, etc. Move to the last entry screen here, which is the agent statement, where we get the agent information and the replacement questions are answered. So that is all of the data entry, and I know I went through that real quickly because I wanted to just kind of hit the highlights of it, and more importantly, show you how the on-screen decision process is going to work. Before I can run the on-screen decision, I need to first have the application signed. So we have three methods of signing the application. Sign on screen, which is what we're going to do here. Email for signature, which generates an email for the client to sign. And then lastly, voice signature. And just a little extra on the voice signature. To do that, you make a three-way call with the client. There's a designated 800 number that you use to dial into our recording services. You read a one-page script, letting the client answer a few questions. and then you're done. So about as simple and straightforward a voice signature process as there is out there. But in today's example, as I mentioned, we're going to do a sign-on screen sale. There's an option to click to view the application, which then presents the application packet, which will allow the applicant to review that if they choose. Once we're finished looking at the application, now we're allowed to have the application signed. I'm doing mine here with the mouse on a laptop, but certainly if you have a touchscreen device, that works really well as well with just using the finger or the stylus. Signed it, click continue, continue again, and then save. So now the application has been signed, and I've got one step left, and that's to run the decision process. So I'm going to go down to that application. It's now ready to submit. I can click the blue submit button. And now I've initiated the point of sale decision process. Just a couple points here while this is running. This takes on average about 30 seconds to complete, so it's really very quick. The application we're doing today is a fictitious application, so I'm not using real client information. It's going to return a sample response as opposed to giving a real decision, but it'll certainly let you see how the process is run. And then once we receive the decision, I'll point out some things about it and how that information from the decision can be used if you have to maybe pursue other options with this particular client. So here we have the decision. First thing you'll notice here is the what I'll call the outcome. So this particular case is a refer to home office, simply meaning that the on-screen process could render decision at this point. So this application is going to be reviewed by a human being to make the final decision. And certainly there'll be other decisions here, including, client, has been approved for coverage, as well as anytime they're declined. You'll also see that noted as well. The other thing about that outcome is we'll note with it what affected our decision. In this particular case, there was an issue with the MVR, or the motor vehicle record, that was run on it. But let's say, for example, a better example may be a medication that led to a decline. Maybe it was a medication like Spiriva, which could be used to treat either asthma or COPD. And your client is taking it for asthma, and you want to make sure to point that out to us, so we will consider that application further. It's real easy to make those kind of challenges or add those additional notes. All you have to do is select the yes option on here and type in what you want us to know. So I'm just noting that that application is being taken for asthma and not COPD. That information is going to not only come in with the application, but it's also going to require the underwriters to review that application further and take that additional information into consideration during the underwriting process. So again, we give you details about the outcome. You can either provide us additional notes about that, or just send the application in without any notes. I click finish. It's give me the thank you message. Now the application has been completed. So next step says this application is going to be processed by underwriting, and then a final decision is going to be made within 3 business days. I hope you enjoy the process today. It's very simple and straightforward. We appreciate your business. Thank you.